I'm trying to teach my kids all this stuff, right? But it's hard when that bad influence is around you. Real shit. Because like their grandmom, their dad's side of the family isn't really here. It's a few people that ask for my kids, how you doing, this and that. All right, I get it. So, I give them back that same respect because they kind of showing some love and stuff like that. But we don't interact like that. But the ones that should, I don't know. Let me ask this one question to all y'all grandmoms out there, right? If y'all had a son, right? And this son gave you two grandkids, right? And this son passed away. And you know that the woman that your son got with is a great woman and is trying to get on her feet, knowing that before your son passed away, all he wanted was for this woman to get on her feet and do right with her kids. And that's what she's doing as a grandma. You're telling me that you went and step up and help, knowing that this woman is by herself, doesn't have family, right? She doesn't have a family. But you're telling me that as a grandma, you went and step up. Okay, this is what they need. Let me do it. No, this woman sat here and thinks that she's going to get my respect. Me knowing her story, me knowing what she did to her son and what she made him go through, me knowing that she doesn't like me, right? All right, I get that. You may not like me for whatever the reason is, right? But these are your grandkids. You give them something and then you'll come to me. Oh, you got to find a way to give me money for this. You got to find a way to pay me back for that. How am I giving you anything? Because I didn't even come up to you and ask you for anything. As a grandma, if you really wanted to help, right, you should have just gave it to them. Because I never said you can't be around your grandkids. You see my point? So if I'm not looking for beef and I'm not bothering, why is you in my kids' ears? And after a while, I woke up. She don't want what was the best for me. She didn't want what was the best for her grandkids. Because if she didn't give a fuck about her son, she was somebody that, how can I say it? She's somebody that pretends to be this nice person just for appearance. She go to church and drink 6 days out of the week. Come on, let's make it make sense. She's a hypocrite. You don't got my respect. You sit here and you talk about your own kids. Why don't want you around my kids? Because you was a bad influence. But it's their choice if they want to be a part of your life or not. And as far as I'm concerned, how you treat them is how they're going to treat you. So I let my kids see for themselves. But this woman is kind of like, damn, when it's like either you're hating the fact that I say every day that I'm blessed and I'm not letting anything bother me, because I'm not. I let so much anger take over me growing up that now that I'm older and I look at these kids, it's like all that anger turned into motivation. And all that hate turned into love. And all that love I got inside of me, I'm giving it to them. Because they make me feel like that. You don't sit here and talk to your kids, your grandkids, bad about their mom or their dad. You don't sit here and put shit in their kids, in these kids' heads as a grandmother. If anything, as a grandmother, guide them to the right path. As a grandmother, show them how it's done. You're not even the traditional grandmother. And once again, respect is earned, not given. So in order for you to get my respect, you got to earn that shit the same way. In order for me to get your respect, I got to earn that. I'm not going to sit here and expect, oh, I deserve that respect. How did you deserve this respect? Because you ain't give me respect. So for a woman, listen, I had to curse her out because I'm tired of this lady going in my kids' ears talking about, oh, you need to find somebody to adopt you. That's where my first son got the idea from. You as a grandmother, knowing that I'm fighting to get help for my son, you're on his ear, telling him to do this, do that, knowing that it's not right. What era are you in? What type time you in? Let's make it make sense. So since you want to be in people's ears and people is telling me like, yo, Ray, I know you're a good mom. I know everything that you're doing for the community. I know everything that you're doing for your kids. I need you to hear this. So something that I don't normally do, but I'm giving her a warning. I had to do it like this. I gave this little lady a warning through social media because she bought it to social media. Lady, I don't look for you. I don't call you. I don't talk to you. And when you talk to my kids tell me everything. So don't sit here and tell my kids not to tell me something when they know that if it's not right, come and talk to mom. See, my oldest one may have fell for it because he was autistic. You know what the fuck he was doing. But my youngest is not stupid. He stands for something and falls for nothing. My youngest is not stupid. This little boy, listen, I tried to do it with both of them. But him, he pays attention when the word is live and stuff like that. He'll sit next to me and listen. His friends will sit right next to me and listen to his lives. And then we'll sit here and we'll do our research. Listen, different types of history, ancient history. Listen, I could just go down, but we've done it listening to the word. Listening to Nate the Great, I could sit here and be like, look, listen, you see like that, see how he's speaking? And he's somebody that's speaking up for other kids, speaking up for not just, the kids that he care about, but he's speaking up for other kids. He's trying to get y'all to understand that there's other things out here that y'all could do besides being on these corners or bullying or doing that. So I get my kids to understand. But to sit here, and it's crazy because I tell them every day, trust no one. Pay attention to behavior. Give somebody rope. You give them rope long enough, let them walk. Long enough rope and let them walk. They'll choke themselves. They'll show you their real colors. You will see their true intentions because people in the long run really do hang themselves and show their true colors. So I want my kids to always pay attention. It's crazy because this lady is like in her 60s and you're acting like you're in your 20s. But see, it took me to the point where I'm trying to give her a warning. But you know what? I did it like this because I'm tired. I try to be respectful, especially to my elders. But there's a lot of elderly women nowadays that act like they're in their 20s. And see, when we get like this, we're wrong. Because, and I said it on my live, I said if her two daughters got something to say, even though I'm cool with one, they could say it. But one had came on here to the point where I had to delete the message because listen, you're telling me to shut up, not to defend myself. I'm not going to let your mom slander my name all over the place. Come into my community and tell people that I do this, that I do that when it's not true, especially when y'all know what I am doing. So I am glad for those people that brought awareness that she was doing this behind my back and the people that have showed me that she was saying this to my kids and with proof. So my response to her was this, because if she keep fucking with me, I'm not going to fight you, lady. Even though I want to fucking smash your head on the fucking wall. This was my response to her. I'm going to take you to court, defamation of character. But I'm going to get out what I got to get out my chest. And since I'm not calling you or telling you to meet up at my house, I'm going to do it the same way you did it. You brought it to social media. I'm going to end it in social media. My kids, y'all. Right? And because of the father of my kids, about this lady, my kids, y'all. Right? And because of the father of my kids, about this lady, that's when I really started sitting in and looking at reality. When the father of my kids told me his story and how he was with his mom and how she wasn't a mother, how she was more of a woman, and she's been like that to all her kids. All right, my bad for that. So at the end of the day, I would like for her respectfully, Ms. Maria A. Cruz. They call her AKA Wendy, right? Because listen, I have no filters, and I keep telling everybody, respect is earned, respect is not given, okay? So this is what I gotta tell you, right? Since you like bringing shit to social media, and I barely be on Facebook, so when I do get on Facebook and I do get on Instagram, I get the DMs, I get the messages. Rachel, you okay? Shorty, what's going on? Let me know what's up. Like, if I could help, because I've been hearing this, I've been hearing that. Blessings, young Riaz, blessings. And the reason I'm showing this, because I want people to see that social media will be the death, will be the end of people. Because people, you would think family would come up to you and be like, yo, listen, I feel like this, or I think this is going on. No, they will go behind your back and make up stories, make lies about you, send DHS, do this and do that, but you're supposed to be family. You're supposed to give a fuck about my kids. Now, you see a fucking family, a fucking person out there abusing and mistreating their kid, you don't call DHS, or you don't say this, you don't say that. But when somebody's doing their job, a motherfucker always want to put their 6 senses into it. That's the crazy part. Y'all don't come at the moms that don't do their jobs. And these grandmoms, like, yo, shout out to all them grandmoms out there that are real grandmoms that know that if you have to chastise your grandchild, that you have to reward your grandchild, you know when and how to. There's some grandmoms out here, like my kids' grandmoms, that, yo, boy, I'm telling you, that make you want to just, I don't know, they get you on beast mode, real shit. But see, this is the most respectful that I could say, because I'm telling you right now, this lady will get you to a boiling point, and I will drop all the curse words in the alphabet on her. But I was trying to be humble, and it's the best way that I could do it, because people don't understand that a defamation of character. I'm saying the word a little fucked up, but y'all understand me. A sue like that, a lawsuit like that, is, yo, listen, I'll get rich off of her, and she's somebody that's sitting off of bread. Like, you want to play? You're somebody that sits here and sues everybody for everything. You'll go out of a store, slip and fall, and play it real good, and then sit here and sue that store for fucking thousands and millions. But you sit here and make your grandkids feel like shit. You sit here and make people around you feel like shit. But since money is everything to you, keep your fucking money and let people be happy. If money is what makes you happy, you stay where you're at. Money doesn't make me happy. My family makes me happy. My family's safety makes me happy. Knowing that my family is okay makes me happy. Knowing that they can eat every day makes me happy.
So I'm here lost until people start explaining to me what the hell is going on. And for a woman that sat here and didn't help her son when he needed her the most, when he knew that her son's girl was taking care of her kids in a situation that he needed her to be there, he lost his life. Because he really needed his mom. And he didn't just need me, he needed her. And I needed to be there for my boys. I've been nothing but a mother to my kids. Compared to you, you cannot fix your mouth to speak on somebody else when you have been less of a woman, when you have been less of a mother to your kids, when you are the reason why one of your kids are laying in a coffin. You cannot fix your mouth to speak on another woman, on another mother that has actually sacrificed and given everything for her kids. You to be in my kids' ears telling them to get somebody to adopt them because I'm not a good mother? All right. So you can't sit here and speak on parents. First, learn how to be a woman, learn how to be a mother, and then sit here and talk about somebody else. Then sit here and do whatever it is that you're doing. Because as far as I'm concerned, listen, the world knows that me and Mary Jane get along. Doctors, prescribes, everything. Listen, my business, not yours. But at the end of the day, hold on one second. I gotta mute this. So at the end of the day, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to give you back the same energy that you've been trying to give me. How dare you try to bring me down? See, I don't normally do this, but you as a woman, listen, since you want to talk shit, why don't you turn around and sit and tell your story? Why don't you tell the world how you a cokehead? How you be hitting that line? Why don't you tell the world how you used to get your son at the age of 12 and 13 to go grab that shit for you? Why don't you tell the world how you used to sit down and get high with your son? Why don't you tell the world? Because a woman like you is why I am the way I am. Woman like you is why I am against the shit that I see. Woman like you deserve to be in jail. Woman like you don't deserve to be a mother. I'm getting tired of this shit because I've been quiet for so fucking long. But you're bringing this shit to social media. You got people asking me like, yo, Ray, like, is everything okay? Like, this lady is saying this lady is saying that. Listen, bitch, I smoke weed. My doctor knows it. My therapist knows it. Everybody knows it. Nothing more than that. And I'm not ashamed of it. I ain't ashamed of it. I don't give a fuck what you think. A woman that couldn't be there for her son, a woman that let her son die, brought him back in the same atmosphere that he shouldn't have been in. Don't fucking talk shit about people when your life is not straight. Because at the end of the day, this is what I gotta tell you. I'm blessed. I am very blessed. Even though my 16-year-old, my 17-year-old's not here with me, I sat down and I talked to them two people, his aunt and his uncle, and they're with him. You was there for a little bit. The whole time that you was there with your grandson, you was talking shit about your grandson to people. You're not a woman. You're less of a fucking woman. A real grandmother would have tried to guide her grandson into the right path. A real grandmother, knowing that her grandsons don't have their father alive, would have been here like, look, listen, I'm going to help you from the bottom of my heart. But you don't. You give to them expecting for something back in return. You're nothing more than just the Indian giver with your grandkids. Then to top it off, when you say you're going to help them, like when I was at rock bottom, who brings their grandkids expired food? Because I'm not ashamed to say it. I've hit rock bottom and I've gotten myself back the fuck up. I've been there. I ain't all the way up. I ain't where I want to be. I'm exactly where the hell I need to be. And I've learned in life that the more you complain, the more you break your head and the more you stress about shit, you're taking 10 steps back. That's why I'm putting this message out there clearly. Listen, man, if you want to be miserable alone. Don't try to bring my kids into your shit. See, you already let one son die. You ain't fight for your child. You don't fight for your kids. For none of them. You sit here and you curse at them and you talk shit to them. And you want to help, but at the same breath, you know what you do? You say you're helping, but you're not. You're doing something because you want something back in return, because you want the world to acknowledge you for something. You are fake. The love that you give is fake. That's why nobody fucks with you. You don't see that shit? You're not a real person. Like, yeah, how can I say this? Because I don't want nobody to fucking get that shit all wrong. And like, you're not real. Like, as a human being, you have no morals, no respect. You ain't shit. And I don't give a fuck if your two daughters get mad, but at the end of the day, I'm tired of this shit. You're sitting here trying to tell people, go adopt my kids because she's a bad mother, because she's this, because she's that. And you're on social media with it. I'm seeing the clips. I'm seeing the screenshots. I'm hearing audios of the shit that you're saying. You know what's crazy? You mad, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't give you another chance like I would, who you call? That bitch of a friend that I got that I call a sister, right? Fuck you. Because at the end of the day, that woman that you're talking about, that you don't want me around, and a lot of people don't want me around, it's been there. She's not a friend, she's a sister, she's family. So if you want to judge people because of what people have done in their pasts, sit the fuck down and take a look at you. Take a look at your past and your present at the same fucking time. Because at the end of the day, you ain't worth shit. You ain't gonna keep bringing people down. Yeah, I sat here, I talked to Jay and I talked to Joel. I accepted the help that I should have been accepted. But I was trying to be a mother. I was trying to do everything that I had to do and not fuck my son over. And I'm still doing it. And I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. So if you feel some type of way because you was never a mother and you want to sit here and recreate your life, recreate it. But do it yourself. Don't try to sit here and use my kids because you fucked up with your son. Don't do that shit. Because my kids got a great future ahead of them. And they have no future if I can't sit here and help them move forward. If I can't help them, accomplish their goals. You ain't a mother. I never, ever let my mom disrespect my kids or me. And I will never, ever let you or anybody else disrespect my kids. Because regardless of anything, yeah, me and my 17-year-old just went through a little something. He's mad at his mom because his mom was being a mother, because his mom was doing what she's supposed to do. That don't mean that you should take advantage and be all up in kids' ears, telling them to do this and do that and do that. You're the reason. You instead of helping, right? Knowing that his father's not here, you instead of helping, guiding him the right way, you're guiding him in the wrong path. This is why I don't want you near me, because you're toxic. I don't need none of that shit around me. None of it. You want to sit here and judge the people that I'm with. But look at you. Take a good look in the goddamn mirror. Don't fix your mouth to speak on anybody else when you ain't shit, when your life ain't shit, when you don't even try. At the end of the day, I can sit here and say that I walk with God by my side. That's why you don't see me stressing or nothing. But I have to let this out. I have to deliver this to you. Because you know what? I'm not calling you. I ain't texting you. You blocked. I don't want you in my life. Because I don't want you to drag my kids in the path that you took your son. The path that we all try to help him with, but you fucked it up at the end. Because everybody was trying to help him. And you as a mother should have did what you had to do, but you didn't. So don't sit here and think that by trying to do this, you're going to fix what you fucked up with your son. No, it don't work like that. You fucked up, you fucked up. You know who you need to ask for forgiveness? Is the man upstairs. Ask him for forgiveness. Because at the end of the day, I forgive you, but I don't forget. I don't want you a part of my life. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. I pray to God every day that the decision that I make to let Berwin stay with Jay and Joel in Virginia, let them adopt him and help me with him and try to help him with his situation, it's the right thing that I did. I hope and I pray. Because everybody knows what it is that I was going to do. And trust me, trust and believe me that to get him the help that I needed, I would have did anything. Anything. I would have took my last breath just to see him get the help and the services that he needs and get him in the right path. Because he was doing good for a minute. But see, you knowing that my son didn't have services, you knowing everything that we was going through, you making the situation worse instead of being a real grandmother. Let me hear how many grandmothers out here sits there and gives their grandkids bad advice. How many grandmothers out here tells their kids, knowing that they got a good mother, they're sacrificing everything and busting their ass every fucking day just so kids could have a better life. Like, I'm taking food out of my motherfucking mouth, bitch. Have you done that? No, you haven't. My bad. Oh, you selfish. You just want. No, bitch. Same way I've taken food out my mouth to give to a homeless motherfucker, I've taken food out my mouth to feed my kids. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your head, because that's what a mother does. A mother would sit here and look like she fucking ratchet as shit as long as her child is fucking dressed fine. If that's the last dollar she had in her pocket and her son or her daughter's looking like whatever, a mom will fucking sacrifice whatever. The only thing I would never do is go sell my fucking ass. But bitch, you got me fucked up. Like, yo, stop fucking playing with me, because I will expose you. I will make you go fucking viral on this fucking social media. Some mother like, yo, you sit here and fix your lips to talk about. I'm not the only mom you're talking about, though. That's the fucked up part, because I'm hearing everything. Sit the fuck down. Shut the fuck up. Because your fist and your mouth don't match. Your fist and your mouth don't match. And you got a lot of people angry with the shit you're saying. Stop thinking that you're gonna tell people all this shit and people's not gonna come and talk to me. What you're doing is affecting my kids, bitch. And if I have to sit here and I have to listen, do whatever, I'll do it. No, I'm not talking about killing your dumb ass, because you're doing that yourself. Being miserable, listen, you're not gonna be here for long, because you're gonna cause yourself your own heart attack. Real shit. But I'm taking this shit like to the point where I'm about to get a restraining order and everything to keep you away from my son that I have here. And my daughter. Real shit. Because you doing too much. I told you, those are your grandkids. You want to be a grandma, be a grandma. But you want to sit here and fuck with me. I don't understand what your beef is with me, but lady, I never had a problem with you. You got the problem with us. So figure out what the hell the problem is and leave us the fuck alone, all right? Because I'm about to really, really take this shit to get a whole restraining order with everything that I got on you. Everything. I'm done. I ain't fighting you. I ain't arguing with you. We can take this shit to the law. Real shit. Right there. Because this shit is going too far. And I'm not going to rock an orange suit for you for what? You ain't worth it. You? Bitch. You ain't worth rocking that orange suit, man. You not worth it. Like, shit. I'll be in jail like, I'm in jail because of this bitch. I'll be sitting here thinking like, damn, Ray, like, what the fuck did you do for this bitch while she out there walking, happy? Nah, bitch. I'm gonna do this shit the right way. Leave me the fuck alone already, all right? This gonna be the last time y'all gonna hear me direct a message to her or anything. Because the next time you go out of pocket and talk the shit that you say, like my kids ain't hearing, yo, your ass gonna be behind bars. Because them little threats that you're saying, trust me, defamation of character, it's a nice little suit. And you got that bread, don't you? You be suing the shit out of motherfuckers. How does it feel when somebody pulls a you on you? Keep fucking with me. Because a defamation of character lawsuit is not something to fuck with. I'll get rich off your ass.
And that's a fact. That's why I say that social media is going to be the death of a lot of people. This is supposed to be my kid's family. And you sitting here trying to bring me down through social media. You're trying to bully me into submission to give up my kids through social media. I ain't scared. There's no shame in my game. I'm going to speak the truth and I'm going to speak the facts. And at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. So we really have to be careful and watch our circles, because I don't know if it's hate. I don't know what the problem is with a lot of people, but shit is getting out of pocket. So on that note, guys, I hope all of y'all have had a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all enjoyed the live stream today. I hope y'all understand what was the whole point of this live stream. I hope y'all shared. I hope that y'all, help a shorty pass the message.